Child, we are back with the mess, but I'm actually kind of excited. Let's talk about it.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back with another recap, rant, and review. Today, I'm recapping, ranting, and reviewing Summer House Martha Vineyard Season 2, Episode 1. The girls are back in town. I think it's the boys are back in town, but you know how I feel. Y'all, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that y'all came into the building. I'm really excited about Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, I know I really did love the season last year, so I'm excited that they brought it back. I would love to. I'm too old now. I'm sure I'm too old. And my job's too regular, but I would love to go on it. I would love to go into it. So y'all tell me how you're feeling in the comments. Again, as I start to go through this, I think this is gonna be pre-recorded. So I think I'm doing it. I'm pre-recording it right now. Comment, let me know your thoughts. I love to hear what your thoughts are all throughout the way. So comment, let me know. So we started off. It bothers me that Bria is here. Because that's my whole thing. I did not like her last season. I've been very vocal about not liking her last season. And the problem is she gives the show because she's drama. Okay, she's drama. But she also is just like very annoying. Like it's really annoying. And sometimes the drama's out of nowhere. And sometimes it gives like that's inappropriate. So it's out of nowhere. And it's like, where did that come from? What are you talking about? Girl, calm down. So for her to come, no, I guess you know what? I'm gonna take a step back. The thing I hate the most is Milo. Okay. Why is Milo with us? And why could she never find somebody to watch Milo? Is she still with that man who's so rich he was buying everybody watches and bracelets and jewelries and cars? That first season he came into the house like Oprah rent-free. Why can't he watch Milo? Why can't he get you a sitter for Milo? I just don't get it. Either way, all the girls start showing up. Bria starts showing up first. She put Milo down. Summer came, and Summer now has invited somebody else. Summer really didn't have too much last time, so I'm gonna be messing up her name a lot. Because I remember her from last season, but she didn't really give like the other girls gave. They started looking for their rooms. What now? I don't know who does this. Bravo. We're gonna say this to you, Bravo. Y'all wrong, Eddie Long, for those rooms that the boys got to sleep in. Y'all wrong. Well, I guess the boys didn't have to sleep in it. They chose to, and that's what they're. But y'all could have found a house big enough for everybody, especially after knowing what was going on with Jasmine and Silas last season. Y'all know y'all could have found another house. Because those people be doing it, and nobody wants to hear all of that all the time. So everybody comes in, Jordan, Jasmine, Bria, Summer. They all those girls get in there, they start finding their room, they reminiscing about the good times. Child, what was tacky was that Alex comes in, him in all his glory. He arrives, he comes in trying to say hi to the people. Let me say one thing, Summer wasn't here for it. She came in with an attitude. Summer came in with an attitude. Oh, liar, cheater. She was saying all types of stuff under her breath. Oh, too much. Oh, delusional. And it's like, girl. And he's like, well, what room do I go in? Oh, who cares? She's like, oh, let's make some food. How many people? As long as Alex doesn't eat. She was so aggressively against him. And I was thinking, something went on. What is going on, right? Shanice gets there. Oh wait, was it not Summer? It was Shanice. See, I told you I was gonna get her name wrong. Either way, it was Shanice who was saying, "Oh my God, he's so weird, he's so stupid," all of that stuff, right? Just upset. So the girls talk about how they seen each other and they've been hanging out, this and that, but it seemed like they wasn't hanging out with Jasmine throughout this time period. But we're gonna get to that. So Alex, they was like, well, here's the room that we're thinking about for y'all. So They take him directly to the little boy's room with the bunk beds. And I was thinking to myself, because I don't know how tall, I don't know how tall specifically Alex is, but Alex looked too big for a bunk bed. He looks way too big for a built-in. So, I mean, I'm sure you can stuff. You can't just put him into any little closet space you want to put him into, is what I'm trying to say. I think you can stuff a mirror into there. But I just didn't think that was gonna work. So I hated how, well, actually I won't say I hated, I loved how they put him down there. And then when what's his name? When Preston arrives, they was like, girl, there's another room. Come on. There's another room, girl. We got you. So he gets his room. So Preston, when he gets there, he's saying that he's bonded the most with Jordan out of all of this, which is weird. It must be really weird. So y'all, tell me in the comments as y'all watching, how are y'all with y'all friends? Like, do you get territorial when it comes to being friends with people? Like, you, my friend, I introduced you to. I remember I had one friend who introduced me to this restaurant. So good. It's not the restaurant's gone now. Well, it's not gone. The menu and everything else was going downhill. So it's dead to me. And she was like, well, you can only go here with me. You cannot go here with anybody else. Like, this is my restaurant with you. You cannot go with any, like, you can't do it. Are y'all territorial like that with y'all friends? Like, my friends are my friends. And stop that. And I don't, to be honest, I really don't mix friends. I have my friends from, I always say high school, but they've been friends since like elementary, middle school, high school. I have that circle and we do things together and we bond. And then I got my college friends and we do stuff together. We have a circle and we bond. I actually have 3 groups of college friends. One is like the group that I hung out with in college. Other ones are the people that I went to school with, but we weren't the closest. And then one was like a group that was curated based off of like one other person being like the single person. We all know each other, but she really is the anchor of that group. I want to ask you because we all be doing stuff too, like without her too. And then outside of that, I got my work friends, who the people that I've cultivated relationships with after working with them. These past few jobs, I said that this job, I've curated tons of like relationships, tons and tons and tons of relationships. The job before that, 0. Did like those girls that, and they did like me. And then the job before that, so many, and I still I've bonded so much with them. And those are my friendship groups, and I don't mix them. Like they know each other exist, but I make it very clear like who I'm going to hang out with, and you're not invited. You're not invited. I actually got into a fight with one of my friends because he was like, well, you didn't invite me to your birthday weekend in Houston, and I wanted to go to Houston, and how come I wasn't invited? Because it was with me and my friends from home. But I was gonna go see other friends that I've, cultivated from YouTube. But it wasn't because like I planned that. That person was looking at it and was like, oh my God, I live here. Well, I'm gonna take you out in this and that. Anyway, the point of the story is, because I know y'all probably watching this, like, can you shut up and get back to the show? Do y'all mix your friendship circles? And would y'all feel some type of way if everybody in the friendship circle started being, very buddy with each other and leaving you out of the group? How would you start feeling about that? But he said that he started to really bond with Jordan, and they really like hit it off. And then they did this weird thing where he was like Jamaican all over again, and Jasmine sitting there like this. So I guess it was Preston, Jordan, Shanice. They all went to Jamaica, and guess whose name wasn't there? Child ass. Okay, then after that, Amir arrives. I'm gonna say this, and it's problematic. So I'm not gonna say it, but y'all gonna know what I'm saying. My love for Amir has changed. And that's that on that. That is that on that. But he arrives and he was talking about this girlfriend that he has so much. She's so amazing. D made her out to be a serial killer. What in the snap was going on? I don't know what he said verbatim because I was not listening to him talk about that girl. And was it me who said it? Was it Shanice? Who said was it Shanice or Summer? One of them was like, don't like her, very rude, very mean, disgusting. She has an attitude problem. What is going on with that girl? I don't know. Something seemed off about her when I be looking at the Instagram photos, but either way, he was like, yeah, she'll cut me up, chop me up, send my show my penis around to the other house. Yeah, I was like, what is this? And you think that's cute? You think that's cute? I mean, either way, he went around and then he got his room. He said he liked the room, the little man cave part. But if you didn't like sleeping next to Jasmine and Silas, why do you think you'll like this one? Did y'all notice that Silas is missing? Child, he must have watched the television show back and was like, this is naughty. It's not good because it wasn't a good look for him at all. He was a terrorist. Let me mute this. He was a terrorist. A terrorist. You're being manipulative. Him at that toga party, child. A mess. So then we get from there. They start talking about Amir's girlfriend again. They were saying how standoff she is. They don't care about her. And then they say that Alex, he's an F-boy and he want to be, so let him be one. We get to know as a couple of them go out to get seafood and stuff while others of them stay and put their clothes and everything down. We learn on the way back, Preston's in the car with Jasmine and with Bria. And he talks about his dad passing away. Now, this was a very hard scene for me because he was like, well, the funeral is tomorrow. And I thought that was kind of weird. Why are you still in the car? And we learned that he has this really rocky and tumultuous relationship with the side of the family. He said he didn't get a chance to know his dad while he was growing up that much. And then since he has kind of known him, they've been treating him and his sister like really poorly. I can only imagine what that feels like. And I've talked about this openly. I have a absent father. And the person who like I call my real dad, he's gone on to a better place. But my like actual paternal father, his family so badly wants a relationship with me. And my aunt, she's like godsend, and she reaches out and she wants to talk, and she like makes sure that I know about any family events that are going on, birthdays and stuff like that. And she has always been so supportive of all of the stuff that I'm doing. And she like that side of the family, I think if they could, they would be so amazing. And I think they just hate the fact that he's like a poor human being, for lack of a better term. He's just a poor human being. So it must be hard to like have an absent father, but then also their family is so cruel. And I want to know, what does his father do, or who was he? Because he said that he learned about his father passing from a Google alert. And what Google alerts going out for stuff like that? I mean, but you would have to have your dad's name. What was the Google alert? That's what I wanted to know. But they don't want him to be a part of the plans. They're treating him and his sister like trash. It's been very difficult. So this trip is going to be helpful in making sure that he doesn't have to have his mind on it. I do think that it was so nice when Bria was like, well, if you want to light a candle or whatever you want to do to honor him, let's do that. And it would be great. Now that I'm thinking about it and thinking back to the television show, it seemed like he was having a good time. I mean, we didn't get to nighttime yet, but it seemed like he was having a good time on the yacht and everything, which was the next day, which was the funeral. From there, we get to them coming back and they're ready to cook the crabs and everything. Alex is like a kid in the candy store. We have this new girl, Noelle. She arrives. She says she met Shanice through her roommate, and that she's an AKA. Child, he's on her like white on rice. I think I went down too far. He's on her like white on rice. Just on her. Well, so where are you from? What you do? Like, what you like? What's your favorite color? I was thinking like, Alex, calm down. We got 15 days. Calm down. So where were you born? What's your favorite thing to drink? Like he was on her. My God, like calm down. So as everybody's getting ready, here comes Bria. You know, she doesn't even know how to use Lori's. Well, I guess if it's seafood, you're dumping just a whole lot in there. Could be a crab boil, I guess. Because I like steamed crabs. I've never been one for a crab boil or seafood boil. I love steamed fish. But here she go pouring if she could get her hands on the Old Bay packet, she was gonna throw it in there. And this were the time where I didn't even feel upset because it's like, okay, girl, do what you need to do. I didn't see her put any. Let me leave it alone. But she started pouring every season she could find up in there. Noelle, she's talking more about how she's single, she's ready to mingle. This seems like, and I think that's what I'm interested in this season. People seem to be in relationships, which was a really cute dynamic of the first show because it was like all of these cute young singles trying to figure out their way and what's going on with them, who they like, who they don't like, who's gonna hook up, who's not gonna hook up, which only people who hooked up or the people we were disgusted by the most, and that's no fun. So, like, what does this look like if you only got one or two single people? Very weird. And then Alex is a guru. And now Jasmine says she doesn't drink, which y'all think she's pregnant? Y'all think Jasmine pregnant? Moving on. So she says she's seen Alex or she's been out and about. But her and Summer have hit it off more. Oh, maybe I am talking about Summer. Her and Summer have hit it off more, and they feel like a larger conversation needs to be had because I think that, let me make sure that I'm using Summer's name right, because y'all probably looking at me like, oh my God, Busy, get it together. Cast. Yep, her name is Summer. It's Summer. It's not Shanice. It's Summer. So going from there, they need to have a long conversation because Summer got some feelings about some stuff. Okay, and Noelle needs to know about it. So they all cooking the crabs. Jordan tells Alex that Noelle, that was really weird when she was standing out in the hallway and Jordan was like, I just want to let you know that Alex is all over you. She really likes you. First of all, we know that. And second of all, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? And that was another thing. Moving back, I'm sorry, this review's all over the place, but it was so much happening at once. It was hard to the story to move. It is weird if Amir's girlfriend has a problem with the girls when they wasn't checking for him. They really wasn't checking for him like that. Anyway, we start dinner. So they talk about Jasmine not drinking. They're like, are you pregnant? She's like, no, she just decided she didn't want to drink anymore. She wanted to get focused and she wanted to have a clear head on things that were important to her. And then Jordan asked about an event that Alex had and didn't invite everyone. And he was like, I didn't. And someone was like, you sure did not. So then we learned about the fact that he does this event called Field of Space. Now, it is an event that anybody can come up to sign up for. If you have the subscription, you can go to it. Well, someone was like, well, we didn't get any invites to it. So this is how I feel about this, and y'all put this in the comments because when I was watching it, I got everybody's side. We friends, and my friends know me very well. I'm not signing up to your subscription link thing, girl. Tell me when the party is, and if you need another body there, I'm gonna be there. Because I support you, and I want to be there. I don't need another email, another text message coming to my phone. I know you, and it sounded like that's what he did with Bria. Okay, Bria got an individual invitation. Hey, girl, just letting you know, our Field of Space event is going to be da-da-da-da-da. I just love young Black professionals. We just are amazing. Black people we really are that girl. I mean, it doesn't sound like it right now because of everything that's going on with P. Diddy and Portia and Real Housewives of Potomac and all of that stuff. But we really are amazing. Moving on from that. Summer was really upset. And I was like, okay, I get that you're upset, but not this much. And he's like, well, you didn't invite us and everybody's in town. And he was like, well, I didn't know you were in town. And she said, well, that's a lie because we were on FaceTime and you clearly saw me at Jordan's place. You know Jordan live in New York. So you knew I was in town. So that's lie number one. and you invited Bria, but you couldn't invite me. And then for some reason, Bria, she thought she ate too. Bria really thought she ate. Well, you guys went to dinner and you didn't invite me. Talking about Summer and Jordan. So Jordan was like, girl, we live together. We just had dinner. Like we really just ate dinner. Girl, it, like you put a 20 on 10, girl, we live together. We just had dinner. It really wasn't that much. Well, I'm just saying, you're going to talk about him not inviting people. You guys didn't invite me. Can you imagine? Like, I'm just living with a person and was like, girl, you want to go get something to eat real quick? Yeah, let's go get something to eat. And now the girls are mad and thinking that, oh, y'all going out on dinner dates. We need to eat. We got to eat. Anyway, now people get mad. Bria's yelling because she's like, well, everybody's talking. It's like, girl, is she annoyed? Because some of the stuff that she's saying, I can't get with. So Preston's like, what? Let's take a pause. Why are we fighting about? Then here goes Bria. Well, if you want me to leave, I will leave. What are you saying? I can leave right now. If you want me to leave, I can leave. So now she's getting up and he's like, girl, boo-boo, do you? I love you, but I ain't gonna, girl, love you too, girl, go. I'm gonna enjoy these crap. If y'all gonna argue, if all you want to do is argue, then go back in the house. Child, Amir was over it. He became the maitre d'. He became the server. He was like, you guys done with these plates? Amir was like, are you done with this biscuits? You done with the plate? You want me to bring the... He just started picking up stuff. My ears been ringing a lot lately. I need to go to the doctor. So everybody get tired. She goes in. She's like, settle down. And then it was almost like a light switch. And she came out and was like, I'm so sorry. What is going on? So after all of that, child, Summer wasn't done. Now back to my original issue. Summer was like, back to my original issue. Why didn't you invite me and Jordan out to your event? He said, look, I wasn't thinking. I didn't know you were in New York. I don't know. And she's like, well, you didn't invite a person who lived in New York, and you didn't invite the person you were inside of. Child, I don't know why Nick was cheersing at all with Noel, but he was like, wait a second, hold on. You said what now? You said what now? Also, y'all, do they sell these Izzy things outside of Chipotle? Because these are really delicious, and I feel like I only get them at Chipotle. Anyway, so now she putting the business on Front Street, which I guess we on the whole reality TV show. So, girl, it's gonna come out. But now Alex is like, it's feeling uncomfortable that this stuff is being brought up. I didn't want other people to know, and I can feel you not feeling like other people should know, but also read the room, bro. Read the room. And then child, in order to squeeze out of that, Jasmine came in and was like, well, you guys have been doing things without me too. Child, they did a montage. They did a montage of events that Jasmine was not invited to. That's sad. And she was like, I put this group together and it makes me feel some type of way and disconnected that my phone's dry. But girl, weren't you the one season 1? You don't know what it's like to be a wife, and I'm a wife, and a wife, and a wife. Who want to be hanging around that? Not us. Child, Jasmine started talking about that. Amir was like, you done with those plates? I'm gonna take the wine and stuff in. Child, so he sitting here dragging the wagon, walking back and forth, bringing the stuff inside. She said, I just feel like all y'all getting together and y'all even be out of it. And I don't like that. And I want to know where I stand with everyone. Or I'm learning where I stand with everyone, but I really don't know where I stand with you, Jordan. And Jordan was like, girl, we had a conversation. If you want to have the conversation. Jordan seemed the most unbothered at the table. No, that's not true. The person who really was the most unbothered at the table was Noelle. You can tell this is her first season. That girl is happy-go-lucky. She was eating all the food. It wasn't in anybody's business. Child, she was crapping on crab legs and she eating. She was like, what? It being inside of her. Girl, not even care. Child, after all of the fighting, and Jasmine's feeling sad, and Jordan's telling Jasmine, look, girl, we can have a conversation if you want to talk. They're like, look, we're gonna just call it a night. At that, everybody go to bed. Then we wake up. I forgot that Amir wakes up and cleans the whole house. Ugh. we learn that they're all going on this yacht. So they get on the boat. They're having such a good time. And this is when Jordan decided to talk to Jasmine. She's like, hey, girl, I feel like I'm disconnected from you. I'm just trying to feel like where the disconnect is coming from. And she said, look, Jordan said, I am trying to figure out who are you. I don't know if I can trust you anymore or what's going on. She said that it was a lot last year, but Jasmine felt like she would have said something if she really felt like things were going down and she didn't want to talk to her anymore. She was losing trust. Jasmine felt like, oh, girl, I would have thought you would have talked to me. I will say this, Jordan, your reasoning was a little off. It was just like, well, you know, I sent a text and then we didn't reconcile or this and that. And Jasmine's like, girl, but I've been calling you. So if you're going to bring up that phony texting, girl, then go through my timeline about all the times that I called you. I've been trying, sis. Don't make it seem like that. At the end of the day, they said, look, we'll try to figure out where we're going. We ain't good Judy's like that right now, but we can reclaim our time. And then Summer and Alex decided to talk. Child, Alex was heated. He said, look, why you tell people I was sleeping with you last night? And she was like, well, the thing is, that was what it was. And I felt very upset that you were trying to smooth over the fact that you were having events and then you wouldn't talk about you sleeping, but you wouldn't invite the person that you're sleeping with. And if you're sleeping with me, there's some type of, you know, mutual love or respect. I get what she was trying to say. It just did not sound good. I think what she was trying to say was clearly we want it, well, because it doesn't seem like it was one time. She said today it was, and this is weird on your part. I'm gonna get to that, but clearly it wasn't a one-time thing. There's a relationship that we have conjured up here. So I would assume that I'll be invited because we hang out, we do things, we started, you know, some sort of relationship, and you weren't doing that, and that's kind of weird and strange to me. Who is this white truck and white van? That's a little weird. He was like, well, you know what? At the end of the day, I think that the problem is that you run your mouth too much. Now, someone was trying to make it seem like, well, he's an F boy. I let him be the F boy because I want to get some D anyway. Da 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 da. But then also she was doing crazy stuff, and I dated a girl like this at one point. Now you just doing crazy stuff. I'm sleeping. You taking pictures of me in the bed. He seemed like he was just walking, looking at a tree or whatever he doing, admiring, you know, the land. He be a Pocahontas, and she snapped a picture of him. Why is this truck here? So she's snapping pictures and being weird and showing everybody. He was like, the only reason everybody knew where I was because of you. She was giving the FBI the clues. So that was a little weird. At the end of the day, they was like, look, let's move forward. Let's not bring that stuff up. But the thing is, we already know it. So how this may play a role into the rest of the season, we're going to see. But I'm glad summer is over and she got this part out. Okay, so now we can move on to the next stuff. How did y'all feel about this episode? I thought it was a great start. I'm ready to see what else is going to be happening. I want to know if they're going to do something for Preston's dad's birthday. If he wants to do anything and bring it up, he seemed like he was really crushed. Whose story I'm most interested in this season? I mean, Amir can go. I mean, I won't say he can go, but I'm not interested in him anymore. Sorry, I don't know. Yeah, if y'all want to know more about me and everything else I have going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, where this should definitely be streaming right now. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. I'll see you on the next episode. I'm about to go get busy, and you all stay busy. All right, till next time.